All right, so the record button is on. Yeah, so the last couple of days, and in class, this particular set of classes grouped in this bunch doesn't happen that often. So I figured, let me take it now because once I have it, it's good forever. And the renewal process is nothing for all intents and purposes.
Wow,
So
I like that idea.
yeah, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and by the way, you have to be easy on Michael. He's without the classes, he's had to go into therapy.
Oh, okay. I will take that into account.
Well, we've got two celebrities in the room now. We got you making TV programs, Lou, and we got Daryl, a graduate of the Kim Krompus Academy. I mean, blimey,
Oh my
I
Yeah,
God, Kim
well,
Krampus. Oh,
I
I dropped
feel
out actually.
I feel I am but a humble servant.
that's funny. Did you take the course with her, Daryl? He didn't say anything. Daryl?
I think he's just moved away from his mic for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you upset him. Yeah, I saw some of her
I'd
videos.
heard of her, but I didn't know I'd heard of her, but I'd never seen any of her stuff. But what I do like is she's a price action trader, and I like
Yes,
price action traders.
yes. And I didn't take the course or anything. I watched some videos some people sent me, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And but I just didn't have the time, to be honest, to follow up with every single thing that gets sent to me.
yeah.
This euro dollar looks good. It was good overnight, but let me see something. Euro dollar overnight did 50 pips. We may get 50 pips out of this today, but probably not until 2 o'clock.
Well, everybody's waiting for FOMC, isn't it?
Oh
It's
yeah.
just,
Oh
it's
yeah.
just, it's a good day to do something else other than trading in a way.
Yeah, I still want to look at the charts and see if there's
Oh yeah, yeah,
something.
absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah,
There was
yeah.
something here that had some divergence on it, and I'm just trying to see what pair that was because that might be an interesting pair to take a small bite out of. So maybe it was pound dollar. And these are all 5 minute charts. Hmm. All right. Well, this I wouldn't. This is in no man's land, and I need to see a bounce off of this to go long. I'm asking myself the $64,000 question. What do I need to see to go long? What do I need to see to go short? Okay.
Yeah, that's actually sorry, I was away making finishing the coffee. Um, that's actually the first of three questions that Kim asks when she looks at any chart.
Oh, well, I've always asked that question.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What do I
yeah.
need to see to go long? What do I need to see to go short? And
Draw a wedge there.
oh yeah, keep that in mind. The bias on the wedge is long, okay, because we've got a nice sustained uptrend, and there's still a little bit of room to the top side on the euro yen, about 30 or 40 pips. New Zealand dollar. I like this, but what I need to see here on New Zealand is a pullback and then a shot short. Okay, so I need to see some green candles come up and then see if they turn around and not break this pivot because this is 4 candles deep already, so I'm not going to chase it.
Yeah.
Um, Pound Aussie, no. I thought I saw some. Well, Pound Aussie is actually going in the right direction. I just can't. There's nothing in here to put a trend line in. So I need to see a trend line here. So let me just put one out there and have it handy. And New Zealand dollar. Bias here is clearly short, and we're below the. This may close below the 18, which may not make it an 1889 trade yet because I'd still need to see a pullback. So what I'm looking for here is some movement down here pull back up to these lows, and then a drop short. So this needs to make some more candles down here.
You could just about draw a line there, couldn't you, from the previous two candles? It's right in no man's land, but
You draw a line where? From here to here?
no, the previous two candles from the current one.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. You can just about draw,
Yeah, they look.
let
me see.
You can just about draw a line.
Yeah, not much of a line, but you're right.
No, it's not much of a line, and it's in no man's land anyway. But you know the MAs are really close, aren't they? And that candle's breaking out. So.
Well, it's trading below. It could come all the way back up in here and make
confirmation. So yeah.
Yeah, so I just need to see what happens with it a couple of minutes from now. Euro dollar is okay, this is good. We need to see something like this. And this is where that would stop, right about in there. Pull back into that region, and then a leg up. Last few times I drew these, they laid out damn near spot on. When I came back to them later.
We had a lot of action yesterday because I think Reuters came out and said they expected that the Fed would not hike today, so that's why we got quite a bit of movement yesterday.
Okay. I opened up a new account with my other broker, a small account. I put 2,500 in it, and I'm going to work the S&P specifically with that Aussie dollar. Okay, this one we're waiting for a pullback, and this looks like the Aussie dollar is still following suit. So what will happen is, like, if it starts pulling back now, this 50 number won't change. You know what I mean? Because it's got to get below here.
Yeah.
So here I need to see a pullback up into this area. All these. Well, I'll put a line here so you can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that dominant close, and it catches all of these bottoms and everything. So a pull back to here, and then a drop down.
Yeah.
Aussie CAD. I don't know why I do that. Same thing here. I need to see a pullback that's in the right direction, but it's got 20 pips. If it pulls back, it may give us a few pips short. So we have a bit of a pullback right there.
Yeah.
And we opened on the other side of the trend. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 0.2. That's too small, and price is moving. Come on, slow down, price. 0.5 and sell. Sell. I see you have to talk to it first. All right, so that's got about 20 pips. I could see it possibly testing this bottom here.
Yeah, double bottom there. Yeah.
What other? We have the pound CAD up here in the top. All right, I didn't check my 1 hour chart, so I'll go back and look at that.
About a twin tower, that one, Lou, isn't it? Whichever one you were just on.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I can look at it down here. Aussie CAD. Oh. No, I don't want that. There used to be a way you would double click this and get the chart. Oh, no, that's in the other thing. Aussie CAD. Yeah, a little bit of a twin tower.
Just about a twin tower, isn't it, from the naked eye?
Yeah, well, looks like they're even. But the other thing is it's a conditional candle, if nothing else, because it closed more than 50% into the body, and it closed below the 18.
Yeah.
I just want to see if there's any other pairs. We have Euro Yen. Okay. Pound dollar. Let me put pound dollar, Euro dollar. Euro Yen and pound yen I'll put together. Okay, New Zealand dollar and Aussie dollar I'll put together. All right, so now let's go back here. Why? Oh, I was looking for that divergence. That's why I didn't spot this. That would have been a nice take right there. Let me look at the 1 hour chart here and just see where we are. All right, the 1 hour chart could certainly make a retest up here. Let me look at this pullback. This last overnight pullback was 30 pips. And let's look at this pullback. It was about 30 pips. So this may continue to make its way up.
Yeah, it broke out of a price trap there, didn't it?
Not yet. If you're
No,
talking about
the bigger one on the left, the bigger one to the left.
this one.
No, right back to the big green candle.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't go that far back. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the 5 on this, and I don't expect anything to move with any speed at all today.
No.
Not until 2 o'clock. Let's look at euro dollar. All right, so now it's starting that pullback I was talking about. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, and euro dollar's got a little bit of a price trap. Piano keys, I could certainly see that making a shot up. I'm going to try to be back here at 2 for the announcement. I have to take my wife to a dental appointment today, and I have to yell at this agency to get me a new personal worker for her so they can take her to these. Okay, we broke out of the what do you call it? And this candle came back and tested and did not close up here. So what I want to do now, I need to put that script in where I can type in I drag it and it puts a pending order.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take a buy on this. This is euro yen and half, and I'll take a buy. Oh, it ended up in the same spot. Good. I wanted to actually not get into trading until we broke the high of this green candle.
Yeah.
So the bias on the wedge was long.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
I'm
right
doing
0-0, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. I'm doing half lots. So I'll look for one more trade. And this is danced around and come back here now.
Mm.
This is pound yen. And 5 pip spread. Let's see how far away that is. Okay, 5 pips is up there. So if I'm going to go that, let me go look at pound Aussie. I'm going to look at a pound pair because that'll have a lot of, I need this pullback, and that's what this line is for. Okay, so I need to see a pullback, and then I'll take the pound Aussie because it's got more candles per pip. You see this medium-sized candle here has 12 pips in it. So if you get one good candle, you can get close to your daily nut if that's how your trading is, if that's what your goal is, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm still going to float around that $200 level for all of these trades. It's a 200 to 1 account. And I didn't do the math last time, which is based on the stop loss. I didn't use the calculator. But when you place the multiple trades, when you measure your stop, the cumulative value of all the stops should equal your daily loss limit. You follow me? Mm-hmm. So like in some of these trades at a 0.5s, I may take 3 of them, and if I lose those 3 trades, or if those 3 trades don't work out, I may have, let's say, $40 left. Well, then the safe thing to do, if I were to take one more trade, instead of taking it at a 50, I would take that one more trade at a 20. So that would allow me to take the same size stop, but keep the loss in under control. Daryl, did your CMS start to work again?
No.
Did you?
No, but Michael gave me another one,
Okay.
so I'm not sure, but it stopped on both my platforms. So I just figured maybe the new build on MT4 was the problem, but apparently it's internal.
Okay. Because it's working on both my live FXCM accounts and both my demo FXCM accounts.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but it's moving slow. So you may look at it for 2 minutes and not see anything change and possibly think it's not working. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was like after a couple hours, it was still reading the same. I figured, not likely.
okay, okay. Let's take a look at Aussie CAD.
In fact, I couldn't even get it on my FXCM charts. It wouldn't even load.
Really?
Uh,
All right, yeah, it could be the new build. Okay, Aussie CAD. Well, we're waiting for this is going to give us a bit of a pullback. Uh, I can't say I jumped the gun. That's a good candle to enter on. All right, I'm happy with all that. I can't complain. It's by, let me just see where my pullback should stop. I'm going to cut some of these candles in half here. I'm looking in that general area. Well, let's go out to the dominant high just to play safe. Right there. That's about where I think the pullback should stop, and it'll hopefully turn in our direction. Let's take a look at Euro Yen. That needs to go at the top of the list. And okay, so it's tapping the back of this, and it should continue up. But again, I'm not expecting any quick moves. And I didn't check the news, so there may be some 8:30 thing coming out.
Yeah, we've already had that.
Yeah, and this one I didn't jump on because of that 5 pip, 6 pip spread, which in itself isn't bad. But if that spread would come down to more of 4, let me see, it's never been down to 4 in the last couple of hours. So that's pretty much where that's going to be. And it's a little late to jump on. So I'll wait for another pullback here. New Zealand, okay, here's a start of our pullback. So let's move this. That would be the start of it. And I would guesstimate the pullback would be about there off that lone soldier, thereabouts. And then we'll look for a trade short. And later on, Daryl, I do want to talk to you about that quantum thing. You said you had some ideas. I had a chance to glance at it a little bit. I could see some potential. Aussie dollar. Okay, we got the little pullback going on. That's what I wanted to see. Let's just mark that. And I've opened up my old computer the other day and found a wealth of stuff. I found so many projects that were really good that got set aside, and I'm going to open them back up again. All right, so, and a couple of indicators that I've been looking for. The new candle alarm is one. So that, when I put it on the chart, it'll just say new 5-minute candle. Then I can run and hit all of these and, catch my open on the other side, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you get busy talking, the new candle starts and you don't even realize it. Okay, so we've got a warning candle right here, and this might make another warning candle right here, possible twin tower. So I need the start of this pullback to occur on pound Aussie. New Zealand yen. All right, this is what I'm looking for here, pullback. Let's mark that. And I don't need this, and I'll leave that because that was our mark. Let me shorten this up so I know why it's here. Okay, let's look at dollar yen. And dollar yen has already done its daily range, so it's going to sit here until something really moves it. Did 60 yesterday, did 64 today, so I'm not expecting this to really move at all. All right, so let's go back to the top. Aussie CAD, here it comes. And it looks like that pullback stopped right where we assumed it would, and now it's starting to come back in our direction. And this is still tagging off the back of this trend line. Let's see if this is going to have any energy to go long. And that's the other one we're in, so we're waiting on pullbacks on both of these. This one we didn't jump on, so I need to get this out of the way because that was one we missed. And keep this handy because I'll be looking for the pullback now off of this red candle. Euro dollar, there we go. We got a little bit of a pullback going on. I can pop this up here. Pull that back. I'm looking for one more really good trade. There we go. Okay. That's a long run up, but it's only leg one after this bounce off of the 89 here. And how far was this leg up? It was 17 pips. And the distance from here to our pivot is about 8 pips. Well, that's not going to be exciting, but hopefully profitable. Pound yen. This was another one. Okay, I missed this one. So let's get this out of the way. I'm looking for the pullback here. That's where that new candle alarm would come in. And we're waiting for this to unfold. All right, so we've got everything pretty much set up what we're looking for. Just looking for one more decent trade. This is coming back. It stopped where we thought it would. Euro yen, bouncing off the back of this trend line. Let me put a stop in here. And 5, 10. What do we have? A 3 pip spread. So we'll go 15 on this. All right. Right there. Okay. Let's bring this down. And let's take a take profit up here of that high looks pretty good. I'll go right above that high. And I can always move it up later. Okay. And we're looking at that was Euro yen I set up. Let's go back to Aussie CAD. And we're going to bring our take profit. That's 5. Oh, gee, I got to shrink the screen in a little bit. Oh, I'll just move it here and then cancel it. Now let's squeeze this down. And I will take that S1 is 9. I'll go for 10 just below the S1. Come on. All right, good. All right, and then I'm going to go with that natural swing high right there. Go right up above that. I'll go right above the 89. All right, so that's good. Now let's go back and look at this third trade. That kept going, so we can wait for the pullback there. Damn it. I missed it, but we're back at a decent spot here though. Right there. Let's take a bite out of that. I think this will be our last trade. And let's bring stop loss down to, okay, 10 I think will be good because this is not going to move very fast anyway. And let's take this R1. I'll go right above the R1. I think it's like 8 pips. I can move it up later. Okay, so those will be our 3 for the moment. And we are, now this is the slow part of the day. Okay, so we're long here on this pullback. Price came back below this on the next candle so we can grab it. I wouldn't grab this 3 or 4 candles forward in history. You know what I mean? It's a different price dynamic then. Aussie CAD, all right, that's going to be a slow grind. There'll be another drop down to this level and then another pullback down here somewhere. So down in here, I'm looking at that pullback. Can you guys see that orange line? Is that?
Barely, but it's visible, yeah.
Oh, okay. Barely see it?
Mhm.
Okay, so let me just make it a brighter color. That yellow better?
Yes.
All right, so that's what we're looking for there. I would expect a drop here and then a bit of a pullback. And we have our stops in, all that good stuff. And between the collective trades, we're basically an aggregate about 3 pips down, 30 bucks, 35 bucks. Nothing scary about that. That's Aussie CAD. This is Euro Yen. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Euro Yen. And there it tagged that back of that trend line. Did not close below it. Looks like it wants to creep up a bit. Go ahead, creep. I'm in your corner. And yep. And now pound dollar. No, we don't have a pound dollar. What's the other one we have? Euro dollar. Oh, that euro dollar should go at the top of the list here. Okay, in euro dollar, we took a long here. You know, we had our run up. We're consolidating, so this should pump up a bit. All right, let's go back to Aussie CAD. All right, that's looking good so far. And we've hit that level there that I mentioned. All right, so I would expect a couple of candles maybe to pull back a little bit and then give us the next leg down. I could just shrink this down a little bit. Oh, double check the YouTube channel. I was trying to, because I made so many channels before, and they all got confusing which ones were which. And uh, a firm I was asked to work with, you know, it didn't pan out, and we were collectively working with a student, and the person thought that our teaching styles wouldn't mesh together, which I thought was a kiss of death for that firm because one size does not fit all. And they were teaching this particular person primarily long-term strategies. So the student wanted to learn short-term strategies based on conversations I had with him. What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? How much time can you spend at the computer? So what happened was I bumped into the student a couple of weeks later. I said, listen, when you're ready, we could do some work. And then he said, oh, yeah, well, the guys, you know, started to show me some short-term stuff. And I said, okay, good. You know, so what works for you? And then he showed me the charts, and it was, except for the blue background, it was the same damn thing I was doing almost.
Oh,
And I had told them that I had YouTube videos out there.
Yeah.
So that kind of like made the hair on the back of my neck stand up again. It's a catch
Plagiarism was
22
okay.
situation because I do it for free, so I want people to have the information. So when someone, because I don't know who goes to it, some of the videos have several thousand views. And I know you guys didn't watch them several thousand times. You know what I mean? So, well, I don't think you watched them several thousand times.
No, I'm sure. Well, I mean, in my case, I'm sure I've watched them 2 or 3 times. But yeah,
Yeah. So, what I did was I started to go back and just make the videos private until I can really structure it the right way. But I
Oh,
may have made our room or the room that you guys go to private also.
yes, you did.
I did. Okay, so let me fix that now while we're here. Because I didn't know how to undo it once I did it, and it was kind of
Um,
buggy. I couldn't find there's a button there that allows you to what do they call it? The video manager.
yeah, something like that. But you know, you can leave it that way and then just provide links to any students you want to see it.
yeah.
Well, I don't think I could do it in private. I think I could do it in unlisted. I got to go back and read it. I'm on there now.
Yeah,
Um,
unlisted. Yeah, you can do.
video manager.
Yeah, you did that, Daryl, didn't you? With
Yeah,
your
but
YouTube.
it
Yeah.
wasn't easy.
And what did you do, Daryl?
Hmm. And you're maybe asking the wrong person here, but because it took me a while to figure it out, and then also it took a while for the videos to display.
So I'm
Uh,
going to make them unlisted.
yeah, unlisted I think is the way to
Okay,
go.
pending edit is what it's doing.
Okay.
Um, but it still says locked. Okay, so it still says private.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me.
the trouble. Then you try and access it, and it comes up says this is private. That's what I had with your video, Daryl, wasn't it?
Well, what I think I had to do, didn't I have to give you a direct link to it?
Can't remember now, but probably yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much what you're. Uh,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm.
you can drop the links in the private room, can't you, in Skype? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So that'll work.
Oh, video manager. Hang on, let me just see here what this gives me. Oh, this brings me back here, but it doesn't show me how to give you guys a link.
Well, you would just click on your video, so it displays. That's the way I did it, and then copy the link from the page,
Okay. So
Drop it in
video,
the address
video
bar at the top.
manager.
and then drop it in the.
Yeah,
Drop
let's
it in
try that. What was the last video here that was updated? This can't be the right one because there's not enough videos here.
Yeah, there's none been posted for a few days now.
But this only has like 15 videos or so, and I know I have a lot more than that.
Yeah,
well,
but
you do, but
you've
it's
got
a
them in two
different.
different places, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is where, but I just clicked the same link that I gave you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what's bugging me. I don't know where the damn link is.
Hold on, let me go to my.
You know what? Someone post the link that I gave you, and
All
then I'll
right.
go to that one. Because as I said, I had a bunch of these things that I put together. And here you see we got the pullback here.
Phil posted one link.
Okay.
This is the generic link.
Now this one says this channel has no videos. So now lose step-by-step forex. Is that the channel name?
That's the old one.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
that's the really old one.
Wait. The one Phil
I
posted,
think it's
that's
Lou Star One.
It's lose step-by-step forex, isn't it?
Yeah.
okay. So let me
There
go.
just there's no recent activity.
Let me back up here. Creator Studio is what that is.
You're
But
going
this,
down a
but
rabbit hole now, dude.
yeah, but this only has 13 videos in it, and that's not the one. And the dates, these are all dates from 2014. So how did I screw that up?
That's loose step by
I can't even
step.
find any for this year.
What's that?
I can't even find any for this year now.
No, that's the link that I posted there. That should go to your current YouTube, but the only thing posted on there is
Oh,
3 videos that you liked or something.
let me see. Oh, Jesus. How did I screw this up? I can't find my own damn videos. I've got a bunch of links, so I will let me sort through some of these links on this page. Let me just see what's going on here. Nothing. We're like 5 pips. Okay, so that's just gonna.
Yes, they added some new features and made it infinitely less uh, user friendly.
User friendly, yeah.
I think they must be taking their lessons from Microsoft, or I don't know.
So that
Yeah.
went to the same 3 videos. So let me put this page over here. All right.
That's where they should be. That's where they actually live, but since they're private.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me sign out. I think I know what's going on. I may need to sign in with a different email address because it brings up when I sign into Google
Mm-hmm.
or YouTube, it'll bring up whatever I created under that email address. Maybe that's what.
Could be because they recognize that.
All right, let me click on this link now and see what happens. No, that's bringing up the same 3 videos. And that's old as hell. Even that's old.
Oh yeah, 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Right. Shoot.
You may have to go out or go back there later and look at the YouTube videos on how to.
Yeah, and try to sort it out. Let me see what's on this page. Yeah, I can't find the 2000. Now this has a lot of videos on it, but these are all from 2014.
Yeah.
But that's not even all of them. Or at least these are from like a year ago. Let's go back to this one now. Trades are just sitting around. Let me see. Oh, these are the ones from 2015. Okay. So what link was that? Oh, Jesus, what link was that? All right, let me close this. And now let me try this one more time. Okay. All right, I found it.
Woohoo.
I think.
Eureka.
Yeah, let me just tell me what this takes you to. Oh, wait, no. Wait. First, let me Creator Studio and Video Manager. And these are all listed as private. So now let me do this. Actions, unlisted. And I got to wait for it to circle through. And it's doing that now. Okay, so now these are unlocked. Oh, they say unlisted now. So now
Yeah,
if they're unlisted, I have to give you a link, right?
that's the only way I know to navigate through that quagmire.
All right, so let's try this.
But as far as I know, we need a link for each video.
Tell me what that says.
Where are we supposed to be looking?
This is, wow, Sessions. Yeah, okay. This looks good. The most, yeah. Yeah, hey, how'd you do that? You have to tell me later on, not now.
What's that?
So you'll have to tell me later on, but not now.
I have to tell you what later on.
Oh, I mean, how you manage to do this, because it's, yeah, I'm sure
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can show you.
looks like you did some editing too.
Um, no, I think the edit was when I changed this thing. Like what I did was I went here, and then it says Creator Studio.
Uh-huh.
Then when you go to that Creator Studio, you get the video manager.
I see.
And then that brings up this. And then what I did was I selected every video, then I went to actions, and now I can choose public, private, or unlisted.
Oh, I see. Because right now there's really, yeah, there's only
I
6.
can't see anything in either of your two YouTube rooms now. They're all gone.
Okay, and I'm not sure how I goofed this up.
In fact, it says this channel has no videos.
All
Both
right,
of
you
them.
know what? Let me make all of these public, and then you guys try that. I'm going to make them all public again. It's going to appear. It's going to say editing. See
Okay,
that?
I got
Pending
some
edit.
back. Yep.
Okay, then we'll give it a second, and then tell me what. Okay, here we go. We're getting a little profit on one of these, and you see here we expected to pull back here. And it stopped right at the opening price, but we got the pullback and then the push down, and we're up 7 pips here. And let me take a look at the other one. It's Euro Yen. Let me just see if that's cooperating at all.
Huh, that's weird. That link you posted
Well, no,
last
no,
night.
no. I have to. I figured let it reset, and then I'm going to post it again. Now that it's
Oh,
got
okay.
the new deal, because you may be tying into the same post or the same IP thing. You
Uh,
get what I'm trying to say, right?
yeah, it actually took me to my page.
Okay, try that one now. It's the
Uh,
same thing, but now that it's been reset, let's
No,
look at
that link
what's that?
that link you're sending us is trying to. It says for me, it says you must create a channel to upload videos.
Oh, Jesus.
But on the link that I sent you guys, your videos are back up on that link.
Oh,
oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wait, let me go back to that one then.
yeah,
Um,
very good. Yeah, so
okay.
not good. Yeah.
What link were you supposed to be using?
The one that Phil sent. That's the one that seems to be working correctly right now.
Yep.
Where's the one that Phil sent?
In the go to meeting chat.
I
Yeah.
just sent
Oh,
it
sorry, go to
again.
meeting chat. All right, okay. Where is that? Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, click
Yeah,
that and make sure that the videos are there and that you can open them.
open link in new window.
Yeah, that's weird. The one you posted, Lou, sent me to my page.
Oh, that is so weird. All right, I have to go back and look at the videos, and I mean look at the instructional videos and just figure out how to sort that mess out.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Let's continue on here.
Oh, Jesus. Now my watch says 8:25. That's why I got to the room late.
Uh,
I need a battery. All right, so put that down. Grab the other watch, which has the right time. Okay, so that the video that Phil posted will be the one that we will use. And let me close all of these and make sure that my link on my Word doc here is working correctly. And that's the go to meeting. Let me hit that. Let me go back up to the top of this Word doc because I have the go to meeting link and I have the okay, good. So this is YouTube user Loostar1 videos. But what's the name of the channel that you guys are seeing?
Um,
Does it have a name?
It's Lusar1.
Or that's all it is?
Oh, and then at the bottom it just says Lewis Cooper.
yeah, that's all mine says, Lewis Cooper.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't. Oh, I see. Yeah, no. Boy, it takes a while for this thing to update.
Well, you're using it going through a server out of Singapore.
Wouldn't be surprised. Well, they're busy hacking it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, this euro dollar stopped out. Oh, wait a minute. See what happened? Something else. They both stopped out. Right. Let me look at Aussie CAD. Or did it take profit? I don't know what it did. Oh, Aussie CAD took profit.
Oh.
Okay. While we were talking. Euro dollar stopped out because I put my stop right here pretty tight. And Aussie CAD is in profit. Let's go to Aussie CAD. Let me see if I'm gonna. No, wait a minute. Let's just roll down here and see what happened. Pound dollar. I wasn't in a pound dollar trade. That was from last week. Euro yen I was in, and euro dollar I was in. So let's go back at euro yen. I had a stop here. Okay, and that makes sense. Okay, euro yen and then euro dollar, since they both move in the same direction, would have done the same thing. Okay, so that's what happened here. Both euros pull back and they both stopped out. So the only one we have going right now is the dollar CAD, which I thought took profit, but it didn't. It's pretty close and will probably give us the take profit. All right, so now we can go look for another trade, basically. We got sidetracked with the studio production here. Okay, missed that. That didn't go anywhere. Put this here. Oh, let me look at the ones that got stopped out, because usually you've got a winning trade the other side, but we're back inside the triangle. So this is just going to be in a range. All right, so nothing to look at there. That's got to really make a significant breakout somewhere.
You're nearly up to 100 on your trade now, Lou.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Let's go back and look at it, that Aussie CAD. It's a 2.8. Yeah, it should have gave me the, well, yeah. It's got to go there and +3. So we didn't get down there yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe this candle will do it. It's got to go down here. So that's the third candle. We'll keep an eye on it.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Hey, what about adding the grid to your chart?
The what?
The indicator grid to show you where all your double zeros are at.
Yeah, I could put that up there. I tend to keep things kind of clean on my charts, but let's throw it up here just to see what you're looking at.
Well, I'm just wondering, because on the EJ you might have never gone in long on that.
Oh, okay, because it was approaching double zero.
Well, yeah. Well,
that's what I said to you at the time.
The first break of the double zero was a fake out. The second time it touched it, it drove back down, and then you entered right where the third touch was.
Got it. Okay, you know, I don't have the grid on here, but I'll grab it from another platform and drop it on, and then we can take a look at it. Oh, let me do a search here for it. Got a few of them. Grid Builder 5-digit. Let's grab that one. Copy. Come on. I'll wait till it gets back to.
Oh, it just hit 100 and then dropped straight back again.
Well, it hit 101, I think.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, and I got this thing to deal with. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's going to come down. One or two more pips right below this 9 a.m. would have been our profit.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'll take that. Let me go back to account history and just see where we are. And that was Aussie CAD. So we've got about 100 and I'll call this 125 minus this. So we're about
85, 90, something like that.
yeah, 85, 90 bucks. Okay. Let me do this now. File, data, MQL, indicators, paste grid builder 5-digit, put that in, go here and refresh. And ABCD, oh, there it is, grid builder. Let's bring this over, common, grid space 100, line color. I'm going to make these yellow so we could see them and talk about them. And close that. And now we're going back to what pair is that?
EJ, I think it was, wasn't it?
EJ, okay. Ah, okay. Now I see what you mean.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
said to you at the
because
time.
EJ, yeah,
You're approaching 0-0. I mean, I wouldn't have taken it, but just only because of that, But
yeah. Well, I didn't have it on my charts. Good enough thing to
yeah,
actually leave on the charts. So that doesn't clutter up too much. No, not at all.
no, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's only big
just
round numbers.
yeah. And I would have actually played this short too had I noticed that. But was looking at the uptrend.
Yeah, well, I would. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have taken the short, but I certainly wouldn't have taken the long, if I put
Gotcha.
it like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Good observation. Let me just look at these other trades.
Lou, will you
Uh,
have time later to tell us? You said you had some thoughts on Daryl's quantum.
well, I need to bump heads with Daryl on it and see what he was looking at, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right. We'll end the week on that so we can all kind of look at it over the weekend. Let me see what's going on here. We got this R1 target. This looks like it could be something, this pound dollar. All right. I just need to see this, see the next candle open on the other side, and I'll take a pound dollar long. Looks good. 2.8. So now let's look at pound yen. That looks like, well, I see I'm looking at the R1 here. What's the distance from here to the R1? That's okay, 12, 13 pips. That's possible.
Yeah, and then there's a lone soldier just over there as well. And
Yeah, okay, so here we go right there. Let's new order buy. Oh, 6 pip spread.
ooh,
But as I said, I don't let the spreads scare me out of a trade. They do make you think though.
Yeah, think about opening up your own brokerage, right?
Yeah. So no point in taking both of these because they're both going to move in the same direction. Pound yen will have more push to it, more pips per candle, but you pay for it with the spread on this particular broker. Let's just take a look at the rest of these. New Zealand dollar. Let's see. Let's just look at the bottom. Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at pound Aussie.
yeah.
Okay, so pound Aussie just closed above this and didn't come back and trade below it. I'm going to take that's a 6 pip spread. Wow.
Ugh.
And how much of a daily range is left? Yeah, it's got some room to the top.
Yeah, Lou, I got a question on this daily range, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that calculated? I mean, yesterday's daily range was like 260 then on this pair you're looking at now, yeah?
Well, previous day's range was 260.
Yeah.
So I'll just let me go out here. Let's go
So
to a 1 hour.
that means from the start of the day today, it can either go up 260 or down 260. So hasn't it really got a 500 and 20 range.
Well, no, it's only measuring what it did in this 24-hour period.
Right.
You got me?
Yeah.
So if we measure this here, you'll see it's like the 260.
Yeah. Okay.
So usually these ranges will stay within 10% of each other.
Okay.
So from the open, which is right here, it can go
Yeah.
260 down or 260 up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can go both ways, can't it? So it can have
Oh
like
yeah,
5.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
nobody knows which way. So once the
No, of course not. No, I
once the
understand
day
that. Yeah.
right, and once the day opens, I'll use a moving average to give me a guide on which direction it seems to be moving today.
Yeah. Yeah. Got that.
And today it seems to be long. So
Yeah.
pound Aussie, and what that's 6. It's never jumped to 7, but 6 pips is, just by itself is a quick take profit point. And to put all that in the spread, but we got half of the day left. Let me see what this other day is. I'll just do this unscientifically. That was 250. The prior day was 300. Okay, so that 100 pips more is certainly viable. Let's go back to the 5-minute. And we broke the double zero and did not close below it yet. So this is crucial. I need to see what this candle is going to do. If it's going to close back below it again, then maybe I'll wait until we get a break above and then a nice pullback. You know what I mean? So I'll wait for a break above, a little move up, and then like a pullback here, because this didn't really move up. All it did was equal the high of the candle that closed above it. You know what I mean? None of these candles have actually traded above this high. So that's not like a legit pullback here. And it's a price trap. But it's all the indicators are, or the indications I should say, are that we should be going long. All right, let's close this. Oh no, I need to open that up if I take another trade. Yeah, so Daryl, we'll talk about the quantum at the beginning of tomorrow's session. And we're at pound yen. Let me go back and look at pound yen. And 5-minute chart. Oh, what is this trend line for? I'm trying to understand the entry here.
I presume the candle must have been green at the. No. Yeah, the candle was probably.
This candle
green.
must have opened green.
It was probably right at the top of that wick when you entered the trade.
Yeah, was the candle closed?
No, I think the candle was still open, but looking green at the
top
of that wick. Because you took the trade before the candle had closed, didn't you?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is going to come down in here and meander, but we've still got, well, by 2 o'clock we'll know. It's hard for me to imagine that we are going to come from here all the way down to here.
Got a mini cup with handle
and
there,
then
too.
Make another 100 pips short. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what would have to happen.
Yeah.
In order for it to equal the daily range to the downside, we'd have to come all the way down here, which is 100 pips down, and then another 126 down to equal the daily range of yesterday.
Yeah.
So, but with everybody waiting on the news, I could certainly see why this is going to take some time. All right, it looks like it wants to bounce off the 18. So I didn't wait for the candle to close here. Okay. This is a good thing because when you go back and look at a trade and don't clearly see the why of the entry, then you did something wrong. And I must have waited for I probably didn't wait for the candle to close.
Yeah, no, you didn't. Definitely not.
All right, so that was a brain fart. It goes back to the management thing again. You can think it all through, but if you don't manage it correctly.
I thought you would just get it. You got in on the open though. That's how it works.
Yeah, I can review it later because it looks like I could have gotten in at the open of the candle on the other side of that trend line there.
That's what you did. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
pound yen. The open of this red candle. But I'm trying to see where
No,
was
the next one, the next red candle.
this one.
The next one.
You
Over that
yeah,
one.
you got it
Where,
there.
where the top of the wicket is, that's where you entered, Lou, because the candle was green, wasn't it?
Oh yes,
The
yes,
candle
yes.
opened-
Oh,
the
now
candle opened
now
at
I
the top, didn't
understand.
it?
Okay, yeah, this trend line
Yeah.
this trend line is actually too long. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Because if I draw the trend line correctly, I should only see the two candles. So I entered here.
So you entered at the top of that wick, in effect.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because it was showing green at the time, obviously.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a valid entry. Okay.
Yeah. And
You
you've
know-
got a mini cup with handle there anyway, haven't you?
A little bit, yep. Well, what happens too is that sometimes when you draw the trend lines on the higher time frame charts, when you go to the lower chart, the points are way out there. So when I saw the points way out there, it made me think that I must have looked at a higher time frame.
Mm.
Let's go back to pound dollar. Should be doing the same thing, and it is. It's moving up. All right. Pound yen. All right. So we're still active in this. Let me put a take profit up here. Let's go for right underneath this 00 for the moment. And let's come down right to the bottom of this candle, which is 16. And I want to move my take profit up a little bit. I'll move it just beyond the 00. All right, we'll let that one cook for a minute. All right, so we did some video managing this morning. There's never a dull moment. But this is how you get sidetracked. The one good thing is I can just ramble right now. New Zealand dollar. That's equaled its daily range just now. And let me go out to a 1 hour and just see what's up. Equaled its daily range. This S1 could be a reasonable target. It could extend yesterday's range down to this S1. If I look at this, was 28 pips. This was 20, and 25 is right to the S1. So if these two waves complement each other, then that S1 is a target. But we need to see a pullback here. There's not much room there. That's only 4 pips. All right, so let's look for a bigger fish. This is the Aussie dollar that you see. It gave us our the take profit we were talking about earlier. Had we stayed in, but I just wanted to grab that 10. But so now we need to. We've got some more room to the bottom, but this is a lot of candles in a row without a pullback. So I'll be looking for a pullback here, or at some point. I'll just leave these out there so I know what that is. Let's look at pound Aussie. Fart. How close can you draw this in the future? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God! But it's the management not coming back to it at the open of the next candle. Like I said, you think it right.
Which is why you need that candle alarm, Lou, isn't it?
Yeah, I really do. Well, in this environment, I do miss a lot of trades because we're, working. Sometimes when I, get up in the middle of the night, it's a little bit different because I can really just lock in on the one or two things that we're looking at. This has a little room to the bottom. Let's go down here. Yeah, so keep that in mind with the management. It may be easier for you guys also because you don't, you're not interacting with a group. But the premise is there. Think ahead of the trade. Where is price likely to go and how can I take advantage of it? This bounced off the back of the wedge again. It's coming back up.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
But it won't get me twice today. Now this is euro dollar. A euro and pound move the same, so I'm already in one. So I'd like to see something that's moving short. Let's take a look in this list here. Pound New Zealand, pound would be strong. Pound dollar, pound CAD, euro yen. No, euro yen wants to.
You want pound Aussie then if you're looking for a short?
Yeah. It's, well,
Well, it doesn't. It just
No.
shows how much you can rely on those currency strength meters, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, no, it's correct because
Well, no,
pound is stronger than Aussie.
Going long, sorry, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, pound is stronger than Aussie, so it should be going
Yeah,
long.
exactly. So that's a good long, isn't it? That one. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Aussie yen would be something going short.
Mhm.
So let's look at Aussie yen,
Yep.
and lo and be fucking hold.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, so we need a pullback here, and we've got some room, quite a bit of room to the bottom. All right.
Yep. They're saving it for FOMC later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking for the pullback and the extension. Where are we? Let's go back to pound yen because it started to come back. Oh, it's gonna just make a bunch of piano keys in here, it looks like. All right, just hold on to it because there's nothing to indicate that it's going to go short. And this is more than 2 points difference between. All right, we'll just sit on it.
It's just about a price trap, isn't it? I can't tell from.
Yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
trying to make one.
Yeah.
Depends on where this candle closes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that last one we were looking at? Aussie yen?
Aussie yen, yeah.
Yeah, so here we're looking for a pullback, and we've got our pivot here. That's going to be a bit of an issue.
That's a central pivot.
Yeah, because it can pull back from this pivot
Yeah.
and dance on the pivot for a while before it drops short. Okay. Just had to check my phone. Got a weird blurb on it. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. We're still, the pound yen is kind of dancing around. Let's go take a look at that. And this is, wait a minute. Pound yen, Aussie yen is the one. Yes, let's pull Aussie yen up to the top. That's one we want to look at. And let's pull pound yen up to the top because that's the one we're in now. Okay. And, okay, well, this is not going to be, well, we'll see. We'll just leave it. We got the stop in. That's what it's for. No, stop wasn't too tight. Well, I like tight stops anyway, but I wouldn't go down to the last swing low, which is the typical stop. Let's take a look at Aussie yen. Still need a pullback on this. Let's run down the rest of the chart. Aussie CAD, still looking for a pullback. Euro yen. Oh, let me do a search for that new candle. Might be on my other computer. Oh, here we go. I got a couple of them. Copy. Let's fix this now. File. Open data folder. Get this over here. I can see it. MQL. Indicators. Paste new candle. And, interesting. You have to click one of these. Okay, refresh. New candle alarm. Let's drag this up here. Allow DLL, colors, visual, all time frames. So it doesn't give me much of a setting at all. Okay.
Well, it's only like a stopwatch in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. I have one that's a multi-time frame. So if I'm on a 5-minute chart, I can know when the 30-minute candle closes, but you can do that with a clock.
Yeah,
but it is a kind of a handy thing.
Yeah.
All right, so the new candle alarm is on there. Close.
Where is it on the charts? I can't see it.
It'll give an alert.
Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
It doesn't count down on the chart then, or something.
No, yeah, because that's more
there
stuff.
There are ones that actually count down next to the candle, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just more stuff to look at.
Yeah.
So
you're just going to get an alert.
Well, I should.
2 minutes. In 2 minutes, then, when the candle closes, yeah.
I may have an EA for you guys to test in a week or so. And we're just wedging, just completely wedging in here.
Yeah.
And that becomes the two dominants. That's the new wedge. Bring this down. Now that was right there. Bring it actually down to these lows right here. Let's go back to pound again. All right, it's still not stopped out, but it's still not going anywhere. Let's look at Aussie yen. Is that all right? We got the little bit of a pullback here, and again, it's pulling back right into this pivot. Let's go take a look at a 1 minute, and this has lots of room to the bottom. And it looks like I got stopped out on that other, the pound yen stopped. This is looking good here. These are from the 5-minute time frame. And we've got like 50 pips.
And pretty much every candle's bounced off the 18 or been a fake out for the last hour or so.
So this looks good. Let's go back to the 5. I just want to make sure we get the alarm. All right, this can come out here. And that's a long way to go for a pullback. This looks more realistic right here. Let's just see what happens. I don't think it'll get that far back. But there's nothing else in here prior that would make any sense unless it's maybe these highs. This right here. Let's put a line here just to... But, man, this doesn't look bad because it's the last dominant spot. Okay.
More news in 15 minutes.
Okay. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
Did your alarm go off, Lou? I didn't hear it.
Well, this candle's not finished yet.
No, I thought you should have got an alarm at 1:45 every 5 minutes.
Did I? Gee, I didn't see the exact moment I put it on. Let me just go back to the settings, edit, and I switched charts. I don't know if that throws it off. You know how some of these things are. If you change the time frame, it disables it.
Yeah, some of them things that does do that. Yeah, you're right.
to show that it's on there.
Well, let me see if I have another one here. Daily open. No, these are all copies of the exact same one, new candle alarm. Okay, so if this is going to be the only trade, probably the last trade, I'm going to bump the lot size up to 1. Keep that handy. I just want to see if there's a better looking situation here. Wrong one. We'll start with pound Aussie and work our way up. Well, this is the one we missed before. We might have another opportunity, another shot at it up here. What time is it? 48. So 2 more minutes. I want to see if this alarm is working. Okay, so Aussie dollar and Aussie yen are very similar. Which one has the better spread? The Aussie, this has about 20 pips left. That's Aussie dollar, and let's look at the Aussie yen, which was the other one. Slightly wider spread, but this has almost double the amount of room left to the bottom. Let's go back and look at Aussie dollar. Smaller spread, but not as much room to the downside. But we got a nice S1 down here. Is that 10 pips? 8 pips. I would give that a go. All right, so let's put Aussie yen and Aussie dollar right up next to each other. All right, so we're approaching this do or die point here. Let's go down to a 1 minute. And it's kind of in no man's land on the 1. I would prefer for it all to be below here, but let's give this a chance to do its thing. And this would be our 1 minute line. Oh, you know what?
Your alarm?
Yeah, there it is. New candle forming, and because we have it on the Aussie yen. All right, so it does work. You know what? And it gave us an alert on the prior one.
But nobody was home.
Yeah, basically. All right, so we know that it works. Let's go back to Aussie dollar.
Would you mind dropping that in the room there? Because I don't have that one.
Oh, okay. I'll drop it in the what is it, Pip Factory? Yeah, I'll drop it in that one.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Oh, I didn't see the multi-charts. What's that?
Oh, that's a for equities.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I sold Aussie dollar. It opened up below the trend line. The candle here pulled back and closed below the trend line. All right. And we should have about 20 pips to the bottom. Oh, let me look at the Aussie yen. Same thing on Aussie yen. Let's go out to the 5 and take a look at that. Yeah, on the 5 minute, I'd be waiting for the close of this candle. So we may have gotten a jump on this. It doesn't make sense to do two Aussies. Might make more sense to take a double position on the other one. But this is Aussie dollar that we're in. So let's go back to Aussie dollar. And 5-minute chart. And this was a 1-minute trade. Yes, it was. See, now I can come back. I can see why this happened here. Let's go back to Aussie yen. Okay, it's tempting, but you see, we're going to play on this pivot for a while, I think. And is there any 10 o'clock news?
Yes.
Yeah, Daryl said there was, yeah.
Okay. All right, so that took a nice hard drop. Let's go back to our Aussie dollar. New candle forming on 1-minute time frame because that's where we are. So we know that's correct. Let's go back to Aussie dollar and watch that. All right, this is good. We got a little test back here. And how far is it to this bottom here? It's only a few pips. But we've got this S1 target here. Let's put in a stop of, we got what, 1.5 pips. So I'll make this an even 10, which is basically a 7-8 pip stop. And let's bring this down here. Come on. I'll make this 10 down here. Okay, that's about half of this 20 that we're talking about. And we'll go back to the 5-minute. All right, we'll just let this sit and bake.
There's red news at 10 o'clock as well.
And what is it?
Philly Fed.
New size of Kim Kardashian's bust.
Oh, I might need 2 screens for that one.
You would for a bar.
Yeah, that is a magnificent example of God's work.
She's made the most of it.
Which is what you should do. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, even the sub-industries that you don't think about, look at all the young men buying extra paper towels and all that. I mean, it helps the economy. All right, that's our Aussie yen close. So this would be our Aussie yen short here. Ah, boy, that's tempting. How much is the margin on this? 751.
So you'd have 2 Aussie trades open, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't really need the 2 Aussie trades open. I could double up on the Aussie dollar if I wanted to do that.
Whichever one's the best spread.
Yeah, which really is the Aussie dollar. Well, let's sit. I don't want to gamble. It's a tempting gamble, but we'll just leave it as it is for the moment. Stop loss is in a decent place based on a 1-minute chart. Take profit is in a decent place. Let me go back to the 15-minute chart and just see where we are. Yeah, stop loss is decent. There's going to be a little pullback here on the 15. I can see that. That's a long way down. So that should give us some pullback. It looks like it almost did it already. Right to that lone soldier. Let's mark that lone soldier right there. And you see our candle came up close to it but didn't quite hit it. It's not an exact science, but it's pretty damn accurate. And go back to the 5. All right, nothing to do here but sit and stew. Let's go back and look at pound yen. Look at that, just meandering, just nowhere. Aussie yen, that would be our other entry below here, but I was concerned about the pivot. I'd like to see it get below the pivot. If I were to take it, I would need to see it close below the pivot and then come back and test it and not close back across the pivot. And then that would be okay. You know, you don't know if that pivot's going to hold or not. Let's take a look at euro yen. I didn't even watch the debates last night because I knew what was going to occur. It would just be a waste of time.
Well, how are we going to know what the ratings are then if you didn't watch it?
Oh, please. It was just going to be a bunch of name calling and nonsense.
Really?
What's that?
I said, didn't Trump get a bit of a beating or something, I heard?
Yeah, he did, and deservedly so. Yeah, that's another one we could have jumped on, but missed it. Right there, if you load some pound Aussie, like in this one candle, there's 15 pips. That's why, you know, if the spread were a little bit better, I'd take a lot more of these. But when I see these, I like to catch them as close to the 18 as I can. Because as you get farther and farther up the ladder, that 6 pips makes a difference. But if you catch it right here, then you know you've got a fairly decent run. And if you look at all of these, and I'll just do a few. I'll take the close above the 18 for the moment. That's 70 pips. That would absorb that 6 pips. This was 40 pips.
Yeah.
This was 38 pips. This bounce was 27. This bounce was 70. But you don't want to take it when you're way up here. You follow me? That's the only issue with these pairs with the high spreads. I like to catch them as close to liftoff as I like to say as possible.
Well, you have got higher highs and higher lows all the way on that chart, haven't you? So
yeah, absolutely.
Get a bit of confidence from that.
And this R1 is a tempting target out here. But you know, you pick and choose your battles. Let's go back to Aussie dollar. We were up a little bit. Okay, so it's making a hell of. Oh, the news is out. That's what's going on.
Billy Fed's out right now, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the new candle. And I don't know if the news was good or bad for the dollar.
Right now, stuff is just going up and down. But I'm looking at.
Something down like you're taking everybody's stops out who straddled it.
And that's what looks like it's going to happen here. Yep, what I tell you. All right. And it's probably going to come right back and go back in our direction again.
Oh, yeah, quite likely.
So let's just see. Oh, everything froze there. That's the second time that happened, you know.
Welcome to FXCM.
Yeah. You remember last week we had when it went right to the exact pip. Look at that. Right to the spread. Right to the spread and not a pip more.
So, you know, I got my FXCM to stop stalling.
Oh, how'd you do that?
I just took the load off. I mean, I've got it down to now where my everything in the MT4 folder is about 40 megabytes. You know, and I dumped out all the unneeded history, and I don't go way back in history on this platform and stuff. So.
Yeah, they say you always dump your history, don't they, every now and again?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, you know, with the rapid news like there was yesterday, there was a split second stall, but other than that, it's been
Okay.
smooth MF, you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to be back here at 2 o'clock to catch some of this action on this FOMC thing.
Is the room going to be open, Lou?
Yeah, if I'm back here, yeah. I just
Mhm.
have to take my wife to a dental appointment, and I hope that that doesn't take too long, and and all that. So we'll see.
Well, Michael won't be able to make it. He'll be at happy hour there.
What was the number on the stop? Because boy, I mean, to have it happen twice in a row.
Yeah, they saw your name on it, Lou, and they took it, mate.
I hate to think. I mean, I know that they're not, but uh, and I should just widen my stops a little bit more because in both cases, had my stops been a couple of ticks wider, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Well, part of the slowdown in FXCM is the crap they've got running on the servers to manipulate MT4.
Yeah, and they have plenty of it. When we were looking to pool our money and buy our own MT4 platform, we were going to white label through I was going to say Boston Market. That's not the name of the firm. It's Boston something, Boston Global or whatever. But they had the basically the Northeast territory for MT4 to assign white labels.
Mm.
And they were looking at 15 grand. They would white label you, and I think $300 a month would cover all of the backroom support and all that.
Wow.
But then when they started showing us all the plugins and all the stuff you could do to manipulate price, it was like, whoa. I was just stunned, and I just walked away from it. But I hadn't found another platform that I liked and had the same versatility as MetaTrader 4. Hence the multi-charts. You had asked about multi-charts. You could,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you said that's just for equities?
Well, no, I can do currencies on them also.
Oh.
All right. It depends on what feed I tie into. So that's another thing. So, and with the currencies, there's no spread, which is nice. If you trade the currency futures,
Mm.
all right. So it's 12.50 a tick and no spread. You only have the one pip, wherever you are, whatever your price is, someone's got to buy it to get you in or out. So the margins are a little bit wider, but I don't have to deal with this gamesmanship here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't let it bother me because I can't change it, but I do try to adjust my position size and my stops to keep me out of the fray. And our new candle worked out. So we know that's working. I just need to position that somewhere else on the chart. Okay, so we got a little catch up to do. We're at 48.98. So we're what, $102? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
About 10 pips. And we should be able to get that back later on with the FOMC.
Well,
I'll
I
have to
think
watch the spreads later, though. The spreads are going to be very interesting to see.
it's just a symptom of the day, isn't it? When FOMC is coming, everybody's sitting on their hands, really, aren't they?
Yeah, it is. It is. And I missed a couple of trades again,
Yeah.
and then didn't manage one or two of them actually. Oh, you see what I mean about this pivot?
Yeah.
I need to see a close below the pivot, then a retest, and then I would take it short. But until I see that, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So think ahead of the trade. All right, so we'll be here tomorrow morning. I'll try to be back here around 2 o'clock and open the room. And tomorrow we'll talk about the quantum.
Oh, great. Great.
All right, we'll talk about that early in the day. Maybe I can bump heads with you before we do that, Daryl.
Yeah, I'll be around most of the day until, late afternoon.
Okay, good enough. Okay, Jancy, everything's sideways. Hmm.
It looks like things are starting to revert to where they were going.
Yeah, well, it probably wouldn't have been a great day to trade, but in a learning environment, you got to trade everything every day. You just have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way you'll get the beat. Oh, here's that lone soldier, that first lone soldier I put out here before, right here on this pullback. And remember, I said I thought that would be a long way for it to go back, but look at that. It came right back to it. Came directly back to it. And the charts don't lie. That's the beauty of this. The charts basically never lie. So it's just a matter of interpretation and um, managing it effectively. Price trapping and all that nonsense going on here. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there was one more I could place a set and forget on. Let me just see and take
Well, pound and Aussie have been top and bottom of the thing, I think, virtually the whole lesson. So
yeah, let's take a look at
pound,
pound
pound,
Aussie.
pound odd long, I suppose, is the one if you're looking for a set and forget. But
Well, with
then
the
those currencies
FOMC coming out,
change in
I'm a
seconds,
little.
can't they?
Go ahead. I hear a couple of people
So,
talking at once.
sorry, I said those currency strength meters can change in an instant, can't they? So
Yeah, but I'm willing to take a $100 risk on a good setup if I see one, but I honestly don't see one. That pound Aussie, well, this does look like the best of the bunch here. Hmm.
on the other hand, I don't know whether is MACD good for divergence or not, Lou?
It is, yes, especially with
Because you know,
with the quick
if I look at
settings.
the if I look at your peak there and then drawing a line to the other one,
Yeah, it looks like it wants to go short
yeah.
right here, right in here. You're talking about.
I've never really sort of used MACD for divergence, so I wouldn't really know if it's good or not.
Well, it also represents the fifth wave. Well, the traditional MACD settings represent the fifth wave up.
Yeah, yeah,
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and here it's ending up on 4. We
yeah,
have another wave in here. Well, we got this one down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth wave. But that's on the 12/26/9 setting, so it would represent the fifth wave up.
yeah.
I see Revinko. I don't know who that is.
Who?
Revinko, a new name there in the group.
Sounds like a company to me. Ravinko.
Yeah. So let's take. Let me zoom in here a bit. It
Well,
sounds like
worry
who
me.
to you?
The chart says long, and the MACD says short.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just not.
And there's something not quite right there.
Well, yeah, this is set kind of fast because one of the other things I
Yeah, that's
do
your
is I
volatility.
watch these histograms. I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to take a 0.25. 0.25. I'll take a buy. Did it again on me. Okay. I'm going to take a buy on this. And what's my potential take profit here is that 00. So,
You got R2 in between. I don't know how far away that is.
yeah, let's just see. Let me do it. I'll do it this way. R2 is 30 pips. You know what? I'll go with the R2. I'll go right above the R2. I'll make it 35 pips. And 6 pip spread, which would give us 40. Ah, shit. I hit the wrong button. Come on. 35. Okay. And with a 0.25, I can risk a really, really huge stop, which,
Second swing low down or something like that? Or
well, I want to risk no more than $100, but I still don't want to get stupid with the stop.
mm.
You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll go 50 and 50. I'll go 50 here. 50 at a quarter. Let me just do my math here. I can move it up. I still don't like that. That stop is still too wide for me. But this is a logical spot for it. I'm going to bring my stop right up under these lows right here. Right in there.
That little shelf, yeah.
Yeah, it's still very tight, but I'm willing to take that risk. Yeah, 20 pips down I can live with if it goes with that. All right, I'm just going to leave this, and I got the stop and take profit in 0.25. So, okay, that's good. I will talk to you guys later.
All right. Thank you, Luke.
Okay, be well.
Bye.
And close that.